Hello viewers, I am your host Rupali Sabkal. Today is a special day because I am all set to interview this amazing personality who is ruling the financial market, who has an experience of over 16 years, and he's on a mission to educate the entire world that how we can save money and grow money. He's also been felicitated by our very own CM Mananiya Eknath Shindeji and also been awarded by Economic Times. So let's know from the best how to save and grow money. I am super excited because I'm in conversation with the stock market specialist, Mr. Ruchir Gupta, who is going to be sharing all the secrets, because a lot of times what happens, even I try to save money, but unfortunately I end up losing money. So let's know it from the stock market specialist that how we can save money.
See, first thing is that when the money comes, it should be respected and invested very intelligently. And if I ask you, when do you get your salary? Around what dates?
So around 5th to 5th to 10th of every month is something that I get the salary.
So I will tell you in respect to that, I see there have been so many tops in the markets at 7th of the month or 11th of the month. So these are the times they are correlating with your salary incoming. So this means that if you are going to buy in the markets or you are going to place your SIP in the markets, you are going to have a higher price.
Yes.
So you are buying expensive, which means that in order to, like, you want to save money, and if you are buying at top and if you are buying at expensive prices, you will not be able to continue it, because otherwise what will happen is every time you will think of, okay, I am investing, I am doing everything, but I am not getting enough, and that will cause a kind of dissatisfaction inside you. Now I will ask you one more thing, because this conversation will be incomplete if I don't get to know how and when your salary gets completed or gets finished.
Oh my God, I end up losing all the money by 20th or the 22nd maximum of every month.
Okay, 22nd. Okay. I will tell you, there are bottoms in the market between 20th to 25th, depending on what the month is, and those periods are like when you had bought the stocks at the top, and now people, I will don't get offended, people like you sell at the bottom because they have like finished their salary for the month and they need more money, and they have bought the stock, and now they think, okay, I can buy, I can sell the stock, I will next month again buy the stock.
Yes.
So what you think is that, okay, because this is something very liquid, and you go and sell, and at 20th to 25th you sell it, and that is the bottom where people are buying, like bigger people like FIIs, DIIs, the people who know the word, who know the things, they are buying at that point. Even we are buying at that point. So that is the point where you are losing there. So if you are buying at 11th or maybe 7th, and even SIPs have got the option of 7th of the month. So if you are buying at 7th or 11th and selling at 20th or 25th, you are actually in general making a loss of 5 to 10% every month.
Oh yes, because normally people tend to buy stocks when it is, like really not making profit, or it is on the lower side of the thing. So that's where we lose a lot of people, just not me, but I think, and also I want to know, there are a lot of traders who trade in options. They lose a lot of money, I've heard.
Yes, they still they lose money. Reason I will tell you, what happens is that in the markets, what is happening is that people tend to enter in anything or everything. They think there is some news, some kind of rumor, and they don't use their own brain. And now problem is that they are not taught how to use their brain. So what happens is that they hear about some talks somewhere, even in street, some friends, some analyst, and then they think, okay, this stock is going to rise, but they don't think that this might be a rumor which I am hearing from someone else, who again is hearing a rumor. So it is a kind of rumor. Sometimes it is sometimes news are coming, sometimes companies are floating those news. So what happens is that people in general do not know the entry date of the stock. Like you don't know when to do the SIP, so you are getting trapped there. Many people, like if someone is working in a stock named XYZ, he doesn't knows what is the date exactly I should buy at.
Yes.
So that is the problem. Now I will give you an example and then you can correlate.
Yeah.
Now there is an example of a stock, say there is a stock by the name of Ashok Leyland.
Yes.
It also rises in the month of September. Now if it rises in the month of September, some part of August, and it starts rallying, and there are many other stocks that might have that kind of temperament, and if you know that yes, from this date it is going to rise. Now one thing you have come to know, one is date. First thing is date, that yes, this is the date to buy. Second thing you know is the direction, because it is going to rise.
True.
Now two things are known to you. Now what can happen is that maybe you will be able to make some profit, little profit, but you will be able to make.
Yes.
But it can turn around if you don't know the target. So it might rise this much and you are expecting this much. Now what happens is that for an option trader, what he will do is he will buy an option so much far that it is bound to get zero. Now what happens is that it turns to zero, and then he gets disappointed, desperated, and then he thinks, oh, stock market is not for me. He also complains, and not knowing that what his mistake was,
True.
he exits the market. And if he would have worked in the market, say the stock had to rise this much, he would have done it in the cash or equity and made the profit, still made the profit, but because he was aiming for option, out of money option.
Yes.
So out of money option is very far away. If the person is like, say Maruti stock is at 10,000 rupees and the person is buying at 11,000 rupees, so it is very far away. In a month the stock is not going to run for 20%.
Yes.
So it is, the stock like Maruti is maybe going to run 8 or 10%. So inside that he must have bought the option 4% or 5% away. So that is something which is missing, and that is missing because he is not analyzing the historical data. Now what you can withdraw from my conversation is that direction, knowing the direction is very important, which normal retail trader doesn't know. Entry date, which can be calculated looking at historical cycles, is not known to them. Target calculation can also be done easily, very easily. Like I am telling you, the stock of Maruti or Ashok Leyland are rising in the month of September. You can see that if they are rising, and you see that at least 10% they are rising every time in the past history.
Yes.
So what you can do is you can place a target there. Now if you are trading in equity, you can place a target and book at that point. If you are trading in options, then also you need to look that somewhere in the middle strike you have to enter, and then only you can book.
True.
So that is the big problem with the option trader. I have taught so many option traders. I have given few tips to them. What are these? I will tell you. First thing is DDT. DDT means direction, date and target. If you don't know these based on your existing method, or many of them are even not knowing any method, so they are bound to lose. So if you are coming to know DDT with any of your method, so I ask them, now tell me the name of the method that qualifies for this.
Yes.
They are not able to tell even a single method. Some people say price action, but it is also lacking somewhere. So they don't know actual exit date. So inside DDT, the one date D is 2 times. It is kind of entry date and exit date, both are known. Like I told you, in Wellspan Enterprises from 25th of April till end of June. So we know exit also. So if you are into option trading and you don't know when to exit, you will be trapped.
True.
And I will tell you that I am teaching lot of people freely. Wow. On every Tuesday, every Thursday, every Saturday, 9 p.m. It is every alternate days, and I am teaching lot of these concepts. I am teaching them lot of historical cycles, big historical cycles that no one will tell them ever. Wow. This is all based on my 18 years and whatever research I have done so far. I am very good at Excel. I have done a lot of data analysis, and I am telling those things, but people are never knowing these things in the past, and I want them to be aware so that they can take the decision based on these past histories.
True. So I think the technique to understand in depth about financial market is, going back years ago, that how it has been. So if you can tell us, like, when you talk about history, what is the span years that you think that the data has always risen up? Is it in the span of 2 years, 5 years, 10 years?
I will tell you 2 examples.
Yeah.
One is for Nifty, and then I will go to S&P 500, which is US market. Then I will tell you a small cycle of Reliance Industries. let me start with Reliance first.
Sure.
That will everybody will be able to correlate. 1997, Reliance Industries stock has risen. Okay,
Yes.
and around maybe 110% or 120% or maybe more than that. In 2007, again the stock has risen
Yes.
around that same percentage, and in 2017 again it is rising. Now
Wow.
what is happening now? This is not one example. In HDFC banks also same thing is happening. 1997, 2007, 2017, same thing is happening in HDFC bank also.
Wow.
Now two things you have correlated.
Yeah.
What do you withdraw from this?
I think so. Maybe we can expect a rise in 2027.
Why? Because you see that there is a pattern of 10 years.
10 years,
and
yes.
there is a rise also. So you have come to know the entry date, entry time.
Yes.
You know the direction,
Yeah.
and based on past historical rises, you know that okay, some percentage it will rise. Okay, it is rising 80% every time. I am taking target of 60%. So you know the target as well. Now you will be able to book at time that target if you go. Now I will give you example of Nifty.
Yeah.
Now you saw that cycle for 1 year.
Yes.
Reliance Industries 7th year of the decade is rising. Now I will tell you in Nifty 1993 to 97, 98 it is rising. 2003 to 2007 it is rising.
Wow.
What is the percentage? You go and see. That
Yes.
will be your suppose everybody's homework. Now from 2013 to 2017 again it is rising. Now based on that, if you see that every time they are rising, every 10 years, these 3-4 years they are rising.
Yes.
This means that this is a period of investing.
True.
The period of third year of the decade is for investing. Now we are in 2024. This means 23 was a very good year for investing for a 3-4 year rally.
True.
Now many people are giving rumors for 2024 it will crash, and it might crash, but still we know from the historical data that it has risen. Now I will tell you, we have seen 3 cycles of Reliance Industries or HDFC Bank.
Yes.
We have seen 3 cycles of Nifty, but I will tell you, I have analyzed more than 200 years of data for US market as well.
Wow.
Now based on that, if I tell you for 100 years, it is only single time when the cycle has failed. This cycle has failed in 1970s when in 73 it did not rise because of crude oil prices or whatever may be the reason. Only one time it has failed. All other times it has given rise in these decades from 3rd year of the decade till 7th or 8th year of the decade. So that is a very huge insight. If you come to know, you can invest based on that, your decision making can be better. And one more thing, now this is a 10-year cycle. Now I will give you a 1-year cycle. Many of the people who are into salary and everything, their kids are there, school admission, all the money is get ridden around April or March.
Yes.
And the rally in the market starts from March end. So
Yeah.
this is a big again a trap for a middle class, because middle class is thinking, okay, I will invest once I am over with all these expenses, I will get some money in June or July or August, and then there is a top. So again he is trapped. So again you see what is happening.
The trend.
Yes.
So the thing is, richer becoming more rich and the middle class is unable to make money. But you know what, while having a conversation in detail with you, I am sure that you are somebody who is gonna be a godfather to all the middle class people or the people who are striving hard to make their lives better. So I think the formula that you mentioned is TTS 9 p.m. So that's Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday 9 p.m. All you need to do is Google, and or else you can find Mr. Ruchir Gupta on YouTube. Take the classes, which is absolutely free, and learn in detail about stock market and be the real stock market king.